Hello and welcome to Luftrausers. That's the best I can do. So this is a fun little game. It's just gonna be a one episode thing. So I'm just gonna show the cutscene. Why is there a scientist in what? Is that it? Is that the whole thing? Why is there a Why is there a dude? Why is there a dude in front of it? I don't like this scientist. He looks evil. Okay, I guess that's it. So we might as well just start playing. This is a very arcadey game where you're just playing and you're shooting everyone. It's like pew 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 pew. Ow. And you recharge your life when you stop shooting. That's simple like that. But I can't find anyone to shoot, so... Oh, there we go. Aha! Gotcha. Gotcha, bub. Yeah, fix that plane. Be pretty cool if you could fix a plane like that. Just like, you feel like fixing it, you're like, stop shooting, and you're like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna fix it. Oh. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, 10. Yeah, that multiplier. Yeah, multiplier. Come on, come on, come on, multiplier. Ugh. Oh, I can't believe it. Super boost! Very high speed. Slow boost turning. Nah, I'm good. Let's go right off to it, generals. Woo-hoo! Ah. Suck on that candy. That's pretty good candy. Yes. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm flying a plane. I'm trying to do my thing. Wow, way to miss it. Well, apparently I'm dead again. Yeah, this is pretty much all this game is. And then you can customize your ships, and you can make it pretty. Make it pretty looking. Hey guys. This is a pretty impressive ship. The fact that it can go underwater. It's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Let me tell you. I've been around many ships. Wow, I'm doing really badly. Alright. I'm gonna turn on my abilitoire. I think that's how they say it in Persian. And I'm gonna kill people. I'm gonna kill some planes. With my abilities, my crazy abilities. My crazy shooting abilities. Pew, pew. But yeah, being serious though, I really enjoy the simplicity of this game. It's one of the major things for me because it's really rare that you find a game like this that is so simple and like super awesome. And I'm dead. So it's really just a blast to play this game. No pun intended. And it's very simple. Like I said, it's what I would describe as an arcade-like game. It's very point-based, very high-score based, and it's one of those games that you just pick up and play, and it's very enjoyable and simple. And as a person who's played a lot of Lambier's games, I feel that Devolver is actually produced. I don't know what studio is actually making it, but this is made by the guys of Lambier. Maybe it's a joint effort by both of them, but it's really cool because I love Lambier's games. They're always very simple and so extremely fun. Oh. And this one's no different. This is, once again, what we come to recognize as something we would see on a phone. Very short, very simple, and very addictive. This is, for me, what I've come to expect of phone games. And mobile games, I guess they call it. Phone games. What am I, in the 19th century? Whatever. But they always make amazing games, and this is no exception to their awesomeness. Because I friggin' love this game. And I played it, what? Before I recorded it, I played it a good 10 minutes, and I was like, this deserves to be played on the show. But yeah, it's because it's very simple and very much like this, that I didn't think that it needed a full show with it, meaning like full six parts or 1 hour of gameplay for you to get the idea of the game, because it essentially is just this. Oh wow, what was that? This is a huge plane. Okay, let's try this engine. Oh, I don't like how it turns. It is pretty fast. Luftrausers. Sounds like jet trousers. Good for running away. Huh. I wonder how much customization this game has. Seems to have quite a lot, which is pretty cool, because it keeps the idea simple. You see, it doesn't need story, it doesn't need anything, it's just fun to play. And on that note, about story in video games, so something I didn't know is was the thoughts of the maker of Doom. I forget his name. He's a really famous guy, everyone knows his name except for me. But on story in video games, it's very interesting. I had never heard that before. And he says that story in a video game is like the story in a porn film or a porn video, which it's there, but it's not what really matters. And that's how he describes story in a video game, which he said that I think in 2004. And I feel that at least nowadays the mentality of the players have changed completely. That is not how we think of it. But I feel that that's what people that don't play games think of it as. Like, why do you, this is not what it's about, right? It's the story in video games, the story is not what it's about. So it was just really interesting hearing him say that story was something that isn't necessary at all in video games, and it's just there because, and that's why Doom didn't have a story, because apparently they had a writer that had everything ready to write a story for Doom back in the day, and he just decided not to include that. I just thought that was really interesting. Because yes, Doom is an awesome experience back in the day, but it's very basic. It doesn't have a story, it doesn't have anything, and it doesn't need it. It's one of those games that you look at and you just say, there is no reason to have a story in this. It's just go out and kill a bunch of monsters, and that's the fun of it. So yeah, I think the perspective has changed a lot for the last years, and something that I think that started back in the day with Half-Life. Even though Half-Life is one of the, Half-Life 2 at least, is one of the games I like the least. I hate that game, and I know that the whole world hates me for hating that game. But I just think that game's really boring. I don't like it. But everyone is entitled to their own opinion. I will not kill you, even though you will kill me for saying that. Oh, the music is really good in this game too. It's pretty cool. It's pretty decent. Jeez. Oh, the big ships. Big ships are in. There we go, there we go. Let's show him, boys. I mean, one guy, I guess. Oh, crap. Big ship. Yeah, got it. Who's gonna come at me? Now. Now, yes. Woo! There we go, there we go. But yeah, I feel that what he said about, going back to that whole story in video games, it's actually, there's some things in what he said that are very, very true, that, and also, haha, I'm gonna join opinions here, joining opinions with other people, those videos. I recently watched, oh, got a little video for that one. I recently watched, it's a new video right now, so that's why I'm saying new. That's why I will say new when I decide to say new here. I'm gonna change my ship. I'm just gonna kill myself. There we go. Okay, perfect. I recently watched Ego Raptor's sequelitis for Legend of Zelda, and there's something he says in there that I really agree, and that really fits in with what I'm talking about right now. He said, let me remember exactly. Oh, this looks pretty cool. He said, did he say? He said that, oh yeah, he was telling that there isn't the need to stop gameplay to tell a story, because in video games you can actually experience the story. You don't have to be told the story, much like in a movie or in a visual medium or any medium that is not interactive. And I think that that's really true. So what the maker of Doom, again, I don't remember his name, is saying, I don't think was just the being void of story, but that video games are actually a medium where the story is not told. It doesn't need backstory per se, because the backstory is yours. You are the player and you are the character. But the story is the experience itself in the moment. So let's say in Doom, the moment is you're in Mars and that's happening, and that's the story, and that's all you need to know, because you're a guy, you're there. Your story is your own. How you got there and why you're there, it's up to you. But you are in that situation, and you need to get out of that situation. And ooh, I did. And that's all it's about. It doesn't need to be about how, oh, he had a family and his family didn't love him anymore, and now he went to Mars to work there as a soldier because he didn't have anything else to do, because his family left him and now he was lonely. There is no need for that, because you are creating your own. It's very much like a kid's game. Not a kid's video game, but a game kids play. You know, not like set games with like sports. I mean, like games where they make up stuff. And it is very much like that, because you're thrown into a situation, kind of like an RPG too, I guess. You're thrown into a situation, and all you know is that what's happening there is happening. There's nothing before, and there's nothing after. Well, what's after, it's up to you too, I guess. But there's nothing before that, and it's up to you to make it up. And up to you to decide, and up to you to feel why you're doing that. And that kind of makes it better, even. Because it's different for each player. Each player feels like, well, like they Oh no, I lost my thought. I'm thinking about destroying the big ship. Each player comes from their own place when they bring it all to the game, and they can... Oh. Gotcha. And they can make the adventure their own, which is something that you cannot do in any other medium. There is no other medium where you can do that. And putting in a story which forces the player to do a specific set of things, fixed set of things. It kind of takes that whole idea, and what Egoraptor was saying on his video is that Zelda, he was talking about Zelda in that video, it was so much about exploring, and then when they added a specific route and specific things that you had to do, it kind of took that wonder of the world that you were exploring, because it wasn't about the world anymore, it was about the story that was added in later. He did say a lot of risky stuff with that, but I actually ended up agreeing with him. Because he has a point there. The first Zelda was so much about exploring, and the more story that was added, the more it became about Link and not about you, the player, which, if you think about it, was what it was supposed to be. After all, you could give your own name to the character. It wasn't a specific name. It's not like Master Chief or Solid Snake or Mario. Even Mario. It's not your adventure. It's his adventure. Him saving Princess Peach. But Legend of Zelda, it could be you, much like Pokemon, too. Pokemon, you're the person, you give it your own name, and you explore it however you feel like it. Obviously, it also has the limitations put there by story. Not limitations, but the whole, you have to go here, you have to go there, so you're not really exploring it because you're being barred by stuff. Something that the original Zelda didn't have, because you were free to go wherever you wanted. And games like this too, you're free to interpret however you want the story of this game, and it's yours to be interpreted. They don't give you any, they might even give you, but not in the game. You would have to go looking for it. And meaning a normal player wouldn't even know. And that's just a really cool thing about video games that I feel that is very much underexplored. I feel that having a good story is really cool. But there should be some sort of balance between the story that is being told by the creator and the story that can be created by the player, him or herself. And I just think that it's a unique opportunity in video games that you can't really have in movies or in books or things like that, because those are preset. Video games, it isn't. You are creating your own adventure, but many times you're limited to what the creators wanted you to have as an adventure. Well, that's it for me. I played for quite a bit. I hope you enjoyed this game. I certainly am enjoying this game. It's very simple, like I said, but no less awesome than it could be. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next game.